Hello everyone. So Ukraine spent the past week mailleting Russian air defense systems and hitting them hard. I have multiple video clips to go through here. Some were shared yesterday, a couple from a couple of days before. First though, a Brucey bonus. In yesterday's video of ships being attacked, we also saw a S-400 radar being attacked. This has since been identified by Cyber Baroshno as actually being an S-500 radar, the 9816 Yenisei. The S-500 is Russia's most modern SAM system, and these are quite rare to be seen around Ukraine, so a major target this one. Now, let's move on to our video clips. So the video playing now occurred yesterday, it's the most recent compilation we have, and these strikes all took place in Zaporizia, where Ukraine used FP1 and FP2 drones to hit multiple Russian SAM systems. Hit here is a Buk mid-range SAM system, an S-300V, a Panzer S-1, and a Tor. So, a good compilation of equipment here being hit. The Tor is hit first, and this one we can see on the video is fully destroyed because a second drone flying overhead spots it burning and also spots debris scattered around the field nearby. So this Tor has gone for a Burton. Next up, a familiar face and a bit of a laughing stock of SAM systems, the Panzer is also seen being hit whilst deployed in the field. Russia, for some reason, thinks quite highly of the Panzer. I think they're the only nation that does now. The Panzer here is deployed on the edge of the field. The feed cuts out moments before an impactor, so we can't confirm its destruction unfortunately. This one, the feed does cut out quite early before. I wonder if a drone here may have been jammed before actually hitting the Panzer. We can't tell as there's no spotter drone to record it. The biggest target in this little compilation is hit next, the S-300V, which is an anti-ballistic missile system. This one is folded away during the strike, and this time we see it's much more clearly hit on the side. There's no spotter drone or second drone around to record the impact and the aftermath, however. But this is definitely damaged, I think, given that it took a hit on the side, likely destroyed, especially if it was fully loaded at the time. Next, the Buk. The Buk is a bit of a whipping boy in the war, with a lot of these systems destroyed, and they are valuable systems, being Russia's only mid-range SAM system. This one looks to take a direct hit, but again, no spotter drone around to record the impact unfortunately. Now as mentioned, these systems here were targeted with FP1 drones, which have a 60 kg warhead but more range, and FP2 drones, which have a bigger 100 kg warhead but less range. Both of them are very good drones, and most Ukrainian long-range drone strikes now use one of these two. And as we've seen in past videos, both of them pack quite a punch and cause a lot of damage when they hit. I will go through the vehicle types hit here later. For now, let's check out our next video. So our next video clip shows two vehicles being hit here, a pair of Tor short-range SAM systems. These were hit on the 4th and 5th of March in Donetsk. The first Tor is a moving target, moving along a road, when a drone hits on the back, with a crewman jumping off moments before the strike. This has been identified by the upload as being a Tor-M2 variant. The next clip also shows another Tor-M2, also moving across a road being hit by a drone on the rear. This one takes a hit directly on the radar dish, so the vital part of the Tor system. So if this one wasn't destroyed, then it's certainly badly damaged by this with its radar out of action, and the radar will be the most costly bit to fix. And finally, the biggest cheese of the lot here, this is a S-400 launcher again in Kharkiv, which is drone dropped by a bomber drone. The drone manages to bomb the S-400 and then starts to crash into the trees. I'm not sure if the drone got pinged by shrapnel during the detonation which broke it, or Russian air defense managed to do something they don't do very often and actually intercepted the drone, albeit a bit too late. The interception not coming from the S-400 as we don't see a rocket launcher, but possibly from a manpad or small arms fire. You can see that there are two S-400 launchers here. Both of them have their tubes up, so were deployed. These two were really crying out for a HIMARS tungsten strike here to take them both out at once. This one was hit on the March the 4th. So let's have a look at each system destroyed here now and go through the numbers. So here's a photo of the S-400. This was a launcher seen being hit here. Russia had around 500 launchers arranged into 50 battalions, which are then further split into batches. So Russia does have a lot of S-400s to go around, unfortunately. And it is hard to get a good figure for the number of these destroyed, as many of them are hit by FP1 and FP2 attack drones, which operate independently of spotter drones, and so often aren't added to war spotting. as there's nothing to record the impact of a detonation. The S-300V is this, a variant of the S-300 designed for ballistic missile defense. These have a shorter range than other S-300 variants and are classed as a mid-range SAM system, but not really designed for intercepting drones or helicopters and that sort of thing. Now, because of high losses of a Buk, we are seeing these get pushed into the mid-range SAM role more often now, and as they're designed for anti-ballistic missile defense, it's not a role they are suited for. They're meant to protect key areas and major targets from ballistic missiles, not try and cover the front lines from drones and helicopters and attack aircraft. As with the S-400, it is difficult to get a figure on losses for the same reasons. Russia had 200 of these in service at the start of the war. In a photo of a Tor here, a short-range SAM system of Russia's. Over 70 confirmed destroyed so far. Russia had 130 in service but have had more delivered since then, so we can't really tell how many they actually have in service. And here, our old friend the Buk, a regular feature on the channel and Russia's only mid-range SAM system. The high losses of these, around 140 so far, is why we're seeing the unsuitable S-300V push forward into a mid-range role, and the losses of these have led to an increase in Ukrainian airstrikes last year. Finally, let's finish off by looking at the S-500, which is Russia's most modern air defense system. And Russia claims it's capable of intercepting all types of modern hypersonic weapons. That statement coming from the good old Ministry of Twaddle again. This was the radar hit here, the key bit, as an S-500 battery features multiple launchers, but only one of the radar types. But only one of each type of radars. This one was the acquisition radar hit here. 5 of these radars are up on Oryx so far, with the true number destroyed likely being higher. These radars can work with the S-400, so this may not have been an S-500 battery here, but an S-500 radar incorporated into the S-400 system. So that's it for this video. Hope you found it interesting. Wait, no. So that's it for this video. A nice compilation here of multiple Russian air defense systems getting destroyed, which is always good to see. I hope you found the video interesting. If so, please click like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it a lot. And now I'm going to play a video fundraiser from Dmitry from the Ukraine Volunteer Centre. For some of you I've mentioned this before, but for new viewers or people who didn't see the past videos with it, Dmitry is a frontline soldier, and late last year he was badly injured during a Grad rocket strike on this position. Took him a few months to recover, is back out of hospital now luckily, and back doing fundraisers for his unit again. He says big thanks to everybody who's helped out in the past fundraisers, and the donation link for this fundraiser is in the description. Thanks so much for watching this video, and take care everybody.
Hello everyone, greetings from the Ukrainian Volunteer Center. We are now opening a fundraiser for a unit in the Donetsk region. The request is simple, but it is vital. We need 2 EcoFlow, power, communication, charge drones and equipment. 100 CAT tourniquets to save lives in case of injuries. Raise found abroad because support no borders. We publish report, we transfer funds directly. If you can help, now is the time. The goal is $4,000. Thank you to everyone who support us. With love from Ukraine.